A hash table feels like a magic trick. Give it a name, an ID, or a word, and it jumps almost straight to the answer. But the trick is not magic. It is organized guessing. The table uses the key to guess a small neighborhood first, then manages the mess when guesses collide. In this video, focus on 3 promises. First, how hashing chooses a bucket. Second, why collisions happen. Third, how tables stay fast. Everything else is there to support those 3 ideas. Start with a familiar promise: store records by key. A user ID should find a user profile. A word should find a definition. A product code should find inventory. This is called a dictionary because the key points to the value we want. Without organization, lookup becomes a scan. If the target key is near the end, we may inspect almost every record. For a few records, that is fine. For millions of records, a one-by-one search becomes the wrong shape of work. The fastest dream is direct addressing. If key 42 exists, put its value in slot 42. Lookup is immediate. But real keys can be huge, sparse, or messy. User IDs may reach billions. Words are strings. Emails are not small slot numbers. A direct address table can waste enormous space. A hash function solves the space problem by compressing a huge key universe into a practical number of buckets. It takes the key and computes an index. That index says where to look first. Here is a deliberately simple version. Suppose the table has 8 buckets. A toy hash rule might convert a key into a number, then take the remainder after dividing by 8. If the computed number is 30, 30 mod 8 is 6, so the first place to check is bucket 6. Real hash functions mix keys more carefully, but this tiny example shows the shape: key in, bucket index out. A bucket is just a numbered place to start looking. This matters: the bucket is not always the final answer. It is the candidate neighborhood. The table says, if this key is stored, it should be around here. Then we check the key inside that neighborhood to confirm the match. Imagine key user 42. The hash function maps that key to bucket 6. We jump to bucket 6 instead of scanning from the beginning. If bucket 6 holds the matching key, we return the value. The win is that the first move is targeted. So a lookup has 2 moves. First, compute the bucket from the key. Second, verify that the record in that bucket neighborhood has the exact same key. This second check prevents a dangerous mistake: 2 different keys can share a bucket, but they should not be treated as the same record. But several keys can land in the same bucket. That is a collision. Collisions are not a sign that hashing failed. They are a sign that many possible keys are sharing fewer buckets. A good hash table expects this and has a repair plan. One repair plan is chaining. Each bucket points to a short list of records that landed there. Lookup jumps to the bucket, then scans only that small list. If the hash function spreads keys well and the load stays controlled, those lists remain short. For example, bucket 4 might contain user 42, user 88, and user 19. To look up user 88, we do not scan the whole table. We jump to bucket 4, compare with user 42, then compare with user 88, and stop. The chain is local, that locality is the whole point. Another repair plan is open addressing. Instead of storing a list at a bucket, the table looks for another open slot using a probing rule. Lookup follows the same probe path. The rule must be consistent, or we will not find the item later. The important detail is retracing. If insertion says bucket 3 was busy, so it tried bucket 4, then bucket 5, lookup must try the same sequence. Otherwise the item is in the table, but the search path gives up before reaching it. Open addressing is fast only when the probe path stays short. A lookup also needs a safe stopping rule. In chaining, a failed lookup scans the local chain and stops when the chain ends. Looking for user 77 in a chain with user 42, user 88, and user 19 returns not found. In open addressing, lookup follows the probe sequence until it finds an empty slot or reaches the allowed search limit. Here is one optional repair detail. In open addressing, deletion cannot always mean erase the box completely. If a later key was placed after this slot, lookup may still need to walk past it. So many tables leave a small keep-going marker. You do not need the marker name yet, remember the idea, do not break the search path. The load factor is items divided by buckets. If 12 items share 16 buckets, the load factor is 0.75. As this number rises, collisions become more common. The table starts feeling less like a jump and more like a crowded search. The load factor danger depends on the collision strategy. With chaining, load factor can exceed 1 because a bucket can hold a list. With open addressing, the table must keep empty slots available, so a high load factor becomes dangerous much sooner. A low load factor feels roomy, many buckets are empty and collisions are rare. A high load factor feels like a parking lot near closing time. There may still be space somewhere, but finding it takes more wandering. That is why many implementations resize before the table is completely full. When the table gets too crowded, a healthy hash table resizes. It creates a larger table and rehashes the existing keys into new bucket positions. That resize is expensive in the moment, but it restores room for future lookups and inserts. Notice that resizing is not just copying boxes into a larger array. Because the number of buckets changed, the bucket index for each key may change too. So the table recomputes the hash placement for existing keys. That is rehashing, same keys, new table size, new neighborhoods. Resize cost has one friendly idea behind it. A rebuild may be expensive once, but it happens after many ordinary inserts. Spread that occasional rebuild across the inserts that made it necessary, and the average cost can still stay small. The simple memory is, rare big cleanup, many cheap steps. Expected means usually under normal conditions, not a promise for every possible input. So the honest promise is expected fast lookup. Said carefully, expected O of 1, assuming good spread and controlled load. That means the work does not grow much as the table grows, under the table's assumptions. The caveat must be visible. If many keys collide into one bucket, chaining can become a long list. If probing clusters badly, lookup can wander through many slots. In the worst case, a hash table can degrade toward linear time. This is an optional real-world warning. If someone can predict the bucket rule, they may choose keys that collide on purpose. Production tables defend against that with better mixing, random seeds, resizing, or fallback strategies. For today, keep the beginner version, bad spread makes the table slow. A useful hash function tries to spread patterned keys evenly. Similar looking keys should not all land together. We do not need perfect randomness for every beginner model, but we do need enough mixing that the buckets do not become predictable traffic jams. One last optional vocabulary trap, hashing here is not encryption. Encryption is about hiding information. A table hash is mainly about placement, send similar looking keys across the table so they do not all crowd together. Different tools can share a word while serving different goals. This is the real lesson. A hash table is an engineering contract. The hash function promises spread. The collision strategy promises repair. The resize rule promises breathing room. If those promises hold, lookup feels almost instant. Hash tables are not automatically best. They are great for lookup by exact key, but weak when you need sorted order, nearest neighbor, range queries, or repeated minimum. If order matters, a tree or heap may fit better. Use a hash table when the repeated question is, do I have this exact key, or what value belongs to this exact key? Pause when the repeated question involves order, ranking, ranges, or priority. The right structure is the one that makes the repeated question cheap. Think of a hash table as a warehouse with a smart label printer. The key becomes a location hint. Most of the time, the hint sends you to a tiny area. If two packages share an area, the warehouse has local rules to separate them. Recap: the dictionary problem asks for value by key. Direct addressing is fast but can waste space. Hashing compresses huge key spaces into buckets. Collisions are normal. Chaining, probing, resizing, and load factor control keep lookup expected fast. Next, we will study heaps and priority queues. Hash tables are built for exact lookup, heaps are built for a different repeated question: which item matters most right now?